Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to call to order the July 17th school committee meeting. It's now 6:32, and we have 3 for quorum. So with that, we're going to dive into the consent agenda. First task, reorganize into subcommittees. Although Liz and Jen are not here tonight,
Yeah, we'll probably have to.
so would anyone be too brokenhearted if we push that to the next meeting so they can have their 2 cents and select what they are interested in? Can I get a motion to move that? Do we need a motion to move that, or can we unilaterally table it?
Just table it, yeah.
We'll table it to the next meeting, so everybody's included. All right, has everybody had a second to scan over the meeting minutes from June 10th?
Yep.
Okay. Without objection, can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the meeting minutes from June 10th, 2025.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Moving on. Warrants 76, 77, 79, and 81 are going around for signature.
Yeah.
Any questions on the warrants? Hearing none, can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve warrants 76, 77, 79, and 81.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Trevor?
Aye.
Okay, unanimous. At this time, visitors' comments. Any citizen wishing to speak before the committee must sign in with the administrative assistant prior to the opening of the regular session of the schools committee. The visitor will identify themselves by name and address and shall speak for no longer than 3 minutes. For anyone unable to sign in ahead of time, we ask that you clearly state your name and address so that this information can be included in the record for the meeting. Any visitors tonight?
We have the elementary principal, Cynthia Sykes, but she is further on in the agenda, so
Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to the next item agenda. Student representative. It is summer, so we'll see her in the fall.
yeah.
All right, moving on, new business. Introduce new East Meadow principal, Miss Cynthia Sykes. Ms. Sykes, if you come on down, and we'd love to know more about
I
you.
gave everybody a copy of Mrs. Sykes's resume. We were really excited to welcome her to the district. This year she comes with many years' experience, and we're really excited, especially with her early childhood experience, so that's really exciting. She has hit the ground running, creating schedules, working with the staff, visiting summer school, posting things on our Facebook pages. So she is a welcome addition. We really enjoyed Mrs. Desjardins, but it's always nice to kind of see a new perspective and new ways to do things. So I'm going to put Cindy in your hands. Do you want to talk a little about yourself, or do you guys want to ask your questions? How do you want to do that?
Why don't you talk a little bit about yourself?
Well, thank you. Thank you for that nice introduction. I'm very excited to be here. This is my 26th year in education. This is my 6th year as an administrator, many years as a teacher, special ed teacher, early childhood teacher, general ed teacher, you name it, I've done it. I'm very excited. I have had the opportunity the last couple weeks to meet some of our students, some of our parents, some of our staff. I'm getting to know them, they're getting to know me. This week we have basketball camp here, so I'm getting to know some of the older kids as well that are coming in. So I'm very excited. People are filling me in, teaching me the ropes. You know, every school district is a little different policies, different procedures, so just jumping in and doing what I need to do. I will tell you, check out our Facebook page. We're going to pump up those followers, and we posted some pictures today.
Okay, wonderful. We are thrilled.
Can I interject? She got a brand new Ram costume for the elementary school.
2 of them.
She's got 2 of them.
I can't wait to see those make an appearance.
They're really exciting. I just
Yeah.
couldn't wait to see them. I wanted you to wear it today.
I thought about that. I do have a very good sense of humor.
Although that
Little
would be
warm.
very memorable. Yeah.
You'll see that quite a bit. It's fun for the kids to see that. So when I initially got one of those, it was, we got the brown one, and then I was told, we have a blue costume, and I went, oh, so I went to one of the PBIS meetings, and So I said, well, we can use one for the positive PBIS and one for, maybe not the good choices. So they really bought into that here.
That's pretty good. It could be like a hallway Krampus too. You don't have to fall, but we'll get you. Yeah, we're absolutely thrilled you're on board. And,
Thank you.
Anything that you need from the board, feel free to reach out. Very approachable, and I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
I think you're gonna do nothing but excellent, and yeah, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome, for sure.
Thank
Okay. With that, do you have any questions for us, or I know it's summertime, so if we can cut you out, I'd be pretty happy to let you go soak in some sunshine.
Okay, well, no, I don't mind. I want to see how you kind of run things, coming from a different district, and I want to see how this board runs, so
Okay.
I'll stick around if that's okay.
Yeah, of course.
I can sit back there, though.
Absolutely. You mean you don't want to be front and center? We got extra seats.
You got plenty back here, too.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, moving on, continuing business. If it is okay with the other members of the schools committee, can we table adjournment to subcommittee until we have a full committee president? Because right now it would be adjourning to talk to ourselves.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
That's probably-
Unless there's anything pressing from the finance side of the house?
No, nothing yet.
Okay, great.
I'm on report.
Okay, well, with that, we're gonna move on to standing reports. First up, superintendent's report. Ms. Rickson.
Okay. Not much happened since, with students as far as happening over the summer, but we did have a good closeout of the year. And we're starting to get reports on what our finances look like next year. So beginning on July 1st, we had a new Commissioner of Education who actually met yesterday, Pedro Martinez, and I gave you a link to his biography and a video, so you can introduce you can listen to what he has to say. But he came to the superintendent's conference, was very visible, attended a lot of the meetings with the staff, with the superintendents, was really visible, so it was really important for us to see who he is and get to know him a little bit, so that was interesting. And then on July 2nd, Desi sent a message about the state's fiscal 2026 federal education funding. Department received award notifications on July 1st for Title I, Title II, McKinney-Vento, and Individual Disability Acts. However, as noted in the press release from the Healy-Driscoll administration, the U.S. Department of Education is reviewing the FY25 funds for Title 1C, Title II. Title 1C is migratory agriculture workers. Title 2A is effective educators, which will impact us. That's a grant that's going to impact us. Title III, we don't participate in Title III currently. We used to belong in a consortium, but we do not belong with Title III. And the other funding we will lose will be Title IV, which is out of school. This is our after-school program, so we'll lose money on those. Perhaps they may reinstate them, but right now they're kind of on pause. We don't know what's going to happen with that. That's kind of what, right? That's what they said? We haven't heard anything. We don't know. So we're kind of just waiting with bated breath on that one. So we're going to continue to communicate with us, and we'll keep you in the loop as we find more information out about, what our funding is going to be in the future. So last week, Governor Healy advocated for a bell-to-bell cell phone ban, and that is something they talked about at the superintendent's conference. So the are some concerns on both ends of the spectrum if they want to get rid of it or they want to keep them in place. So there's going to be some discussions moving forward throughout the summer and the fall. What does that look like for districts? And if that's something the school committee is interested in. I gave you the link so you can take a look at that, what the Governor Haley's proposing. Couple staffing updates. In the district, we have a few vacancies and some filled positions right now. Right now, we're looking for a .5, which is a half-time ELL person. We do have somebody who's interested, but nobody has committed yet, so I'm keeping that vacant right now. At the high school, we have our social emotional learning classroom, SLC classroom, that is now filled. The Pathways program is also filled. We did hire a special education teacher, but earlier this week, he gracefully declined the position. So we are down to looking for another special ed teacher at the middle school again. At East Meadow, we are looking for a .5 special ed teacher. I'm sorry, we're looking for a .5 preschool teacher, part-time preschool teacher. We filled the .5 special ed teacher quasi. Is it kind of filled? Kind of filled. It's kind of filled. So we've got our fingers crossed on that one. And then we filled a full-time special ed teacher. We are still looking, for some of the paraprofessionals. We're looking at the schedules right now to see where we fall within the special ed realm. We have positions that are open because we've had some resignations, and we have a couple of folks that who did not pass the para-pro test, which is the test you need to get certified. So those folks, we gave them a couple of years to do it, and they didn't do it. So those folks are no longer here, so we'll have to fill some of those positions. But the principals are now working with these staff members to see really where we can take a look at the students' grids and see where we can fill in that. So that's where we are with staffing at this point. Not horrible, but we're making slow progress. That's all that I have right now on my end that I can think of.
Okay, well, we still have some time, so.
We have some time. It's only mid-July, and special ed teachers are really hard to find, so it's going to be difficult, but
Yeah.
we'll work something out for sure.
Okay, I don't have any questions. Anybody
Sounds
else?
Good to me.
Good, okay.
Okay.
Moving on. Finance and Operations Report, Mr. Dorman.
So as Ms. Rickson said, the governor signed the budget earlier this month. The one major impact for us was a cut in rural aid by 25%. So we had used that as an offset, so it's roughly $25,000 reduction to what our operating budget, or available funds for our operating budget. So we're going to have to go through and see how we can absorb that reduction.
It's a rough way to start the year,
Yeah.
you know,
In
between
addition
the.
to, we don't know
yeah.
what the other grants will be either, so.
Right, and as was already said, the federal title grants are going to be available on Monday, so we'll get our applications, which will give us our anticipated allocations for those. The information that we received is Title I. We wouldn't have any major changes to that, or our IDEA, which services special ed students. Those are really enrollment driven, so it does fluctuate from year to year, but it wouldn't be a substantial change because of a different perspective or some of the political changes that have led to cuts in other title grants. As you said, Title II focusing on effective teaching, and Title IV, which is in post-secondary. We've used it in the past to run classes at HCC for our students. So we would host either virtual, most of them were virtual, and our students would attend. It would be a class for just our students, but they would get college credits of post-secondary access. So those are the two ones that we're going to see what the actual allocation is. We should have that information at the beginning of next week. Switching to facilities, custodial maintenance team is well underway of getting the buildings ready for the opening of school. We are currently filling a position in that department. So we will have a retirement at the end of the summer that we're already posted, so we can get those filled and get some training and transition. So when we're open the doors at the end of August, we're ready to go. The other piece that I have is an update on the kitchen project. So to this point, they have abated, so the asbestos abatement is completed. We've received the air quality certification inspection, so that was completed June 26th, and so now they've moved on. They've installed the main parts of the air ducts and the trunks to feed the system. The electrician is on site running all the necessary leads for the HVAC components that are going to be installed. There were 2 change orders in the project. So one was they found additional asbestos insulation, which has already been abated, and then there were some louver penetrations in walls. They have to make some holes in the wrestling room and the weight room area for the proper airflow. So those change orders are going to affect the final project price, but we're well within budget as we continue. They're preparing the roof for the new air handlers. They're going to fill in existing openings, and the rooftop units are getting ready. They're preparing those spaces, And the project is on schedule, and they're expecting substantial completion by August 15th. So we are on schedule. Once they complete the major portions of it, we will need to have the existing equipment evaluated. We have done some running of some ovens, steam kettle, a couple of the big pieces of equipment in there. There are some that will need tune-up service because they have been idle for 5 years. And so it's going to need a little bit of attention on that side. But if the contractor stays on target with this August 15th, that does give us a little bit of time to schedule some people to come in and make sure that we're ready, if not for opening day, but very early in the school year.
That's wonderful news. I know I've been on the committee for a couple of years now. We've been talking about the kitchen project, so now that it actually has some traction, it's moving forward, I'm pretty fired up about it, so.
I go through there just about every day.
There's a lot of people in the ceilings when I go by.
That's gonna be wonderful.
I put a copy of that update from our general contractor in the folder.
Okay, great. Any comments, questions?
No, it's just excited to see it finally heading close soon-ish.
It'd be nice for the students to actually get lunch out of the cafeteria.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And for
So-
The staff, not
Charles
that.
team, not having to drive it across the parking lot, being able to really focus on the students and do the best that they can for them.
All right.
And they've done a great job over 5 years. I can't
Yes.
believe the kids are getting,
So flexible and accommodating.
they're great, they're great. Can't say enough about them, for sure.
That's all that I have for today.
Great. I'm glad the project's really cooking.
Hopefully.
All right, moving on. CES representative, Liz is out, so we're going to table that. We've already discussed minutes, we already discussed warrants.
Actually, with the warrants, I was
Yeah.
noticing we had 4 listed, but there's 5 here. There's a
Oh,
payroll
no,
warrant.
is that 82?
0002.
That shouldn't be out for signature yet.
Okay, so.
All right, we'll pop that back in the folder.
Yeah,
I
that'll be
didn't think,
the next meeting.
I don't think,
Okay.
I thought it was 82, sorry, I thought I left it out, my fault.
So we do have 76, 77, 79, and 81.
81, yep.
Yep, that's
Good catch, thank you. With that, I guess we will vote to enter executive session. So the Schools Committee will now vote to enter into executive session under the Massachusetts General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21, Part A3, to conduct strategy session in preparation for negotiations with non-union personnel, or to conduct collective bargaining sessions or contract negotiations with non-union personnel. The School Committee will not return to open session. Can I have a roll call, please?
Oh, Mr. Durham,
Aye.
Mr. Balky,
Aye.
Mr. Agostino?
Aye.
Okay.
With that, thank you very much. Everyone have a wonderful afternoon.
Okay.